crisis at Porsche. Sort of sounds familiar with the sales going down, right? So as a consequence of these vulnerabilities, the boom year of 1986, when Porsche sold a record of 50,000 cars, gave way to a nightmare years from 1987 on as a mark strengthened against the dollar and sales steadily tumbled. By 92, Porsche was selling only 14,000 cars worldwide and only 4,000 rather than 30,000 in North America. The initial response of Porsche and the family was to collapse the initial response of the Porsche and families to the sales collapse was hesitation. They hoped it was only a blip in the market. However, by 89, the downturn was continuing. The family brought in new senior management with marketing focus to revitalize sales. Efforts mainly produced an intense and protracted conflict over just what Porsche should be. Widely divergent concepts were proposed, ranging from revival of an affordable Porsche like the 914 to a four-door model to be sold as an ultra-high performance luxury sedan, to an even more performance-oriented Ferrari Type 2-seater. Because sales of the mid-price 944 had collapsed after 1987, but demand for the more expensive 911 continued to be fairly stable until 92, they concluded the mid-price market ought to be left to Japanese cars. It seemed essential to cut costs of production by about 30% to address the currency realignment between the dollar and the mark. Yet no one inside the company seemed up to the task. The solution was found in a 38-year-old Weidland Weitking, the chairman of Gleico, a German auto parts maker. Weitking already knew the company and its problems because he had been a manager of the paint and body shop at Porsche 10 years earlier. Before leaving for Gleico, where he had great success, rising quickly to chairman and had demonstrated both extraordinary energy and courage to undertake the dramatic change. All right, so they had problems. So obviously first thing to talk about cut, but nobody wants to make the cuts. They knew what size they were, so that's where they needed to figure to go. So they brought someone in, so now what does a new person do? We've talked about it before. It's a change agent. They got to have a change agent who's going to push it through. So we're going to start talking about the changes that he's going to make them profitable.